I'm having an issue because I feel torn. I am a huge fan of Sony titles. Like, I don't think that I've missed any title that has come out on the PlayStation 4 or at the very end of PlayStation 5, or I'll just say Last of Us Remastered and on. I don't think I've missed a video game that's come out from Sony. And I don't think I've disliked outside of maybe Last of Us Part 2, but I mean, I've grown to like it. And maybe it's the same for this game. But Horizon Forbidden West, in my opinion, is such a regression from Horizon Zero Dawn. There's contradiction in that statement, and I'll explain a little bit more. But before I do, make sure you do please leave a like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications, because who don't like to be notified when I post? Now, for those of y'all who think I might just be rage baiting or ranting for no reason, no, anything on my channel that you see is it's a little rantish. I have a actual passion for this. I have passion for video games. I have passion for the things I play, for the things, the news, and I get excited and sometimes I get angry. This is all me. I'm not doing this for no clickbait, no titles, no none of that, bro. Like, I like to talk about video games, and I've been wanting to do this for a while. And today's topic is really about Horizon Forbidden West, because I've weirdly just been, I've been hating playing the game. I feel like I paid $60 for a game and I got $40 worth of a game. I haven't beat the game yet, nor has the game sat with me for a while after beating it, but I'm finding it hard to even play the game. Like, I have to pump myself up to play the fucking game, and I'm gonna tell you why. But I just again want to say, this is not rage baiting. You can sit here and listen to me rant about this game if you want. You clicked on the video, you know what you're getting. If you want to stay, stay. It's up to you. But I'm not just saying shit just to say shit, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Number one, the story is fucking boring, bro. The story is just fucking boring. And trust me, I played through Horizon Zero Dawn. I played the entire game. I've gone through my battle with Horizon Zero Dawn. I think just like Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West has a very slow start. A very slow start. And I think I got to a point in the game, spoiler alert, where Silence, or whatever the fuck his name is, the bald black dude, he shows you Hades in bad state, right? You end up killing Hades or whatever the case may be. And he also shows you an area that has important information to the story. You get there, and then a lot of very, this is the point where it kind of catches you. And I did get a little catched. But at the same time, it was just like, on top of the story being boring and slow to start, which I would think with Sony and how much they have invested in storytelling and how much, they've been able to capture me with their games. I don't think that any other game like this is very slow. They usually start out with a big bang. I mean, look at Last of Us Part 2. They killed the protagonist of the fucking first game in fucking 1 hour of the game. They know how to catch people's attention. And I just feel like Guerrilla Games, I don't know what the fuck is up with them, but they are just so satisfied with making these slow trotting games, and it pushed people away before they ever get to the good part. That's my first grade. The game lines and story is fucking cringe, bro. Aloy is cringe. And yes, I do know, because I played the first game, I understand the fact that Aloy as a character, it kind of works with the story that she's so fucking cringe because she had no real social interaction as a child. She kind of was outcasted for the most of her life. Like I would say up until teenage years, or like maybe 18 or something like that. And she was able to fight for her right to not be an outcast. And that's how the story starts in the game. But at the same time, it feels like, is she the social outcast, or is everyone else around her the social outcast? Because everybody else just the ones that sound cringe to me. And then when you add her cringy lines, it's just like a big ass fucking cringe fest. Every single line that every character says is cringe. It isn't believable. It don't sound like real people. It don't sound like anybody have any chemistry. It just all sounds cringe. The only person who I feel like his lines are fucking awesome, please don't cancel me, because he's like the most sexist fucking character in the game. If you would ask me, he would be the mansplainer. He would be what you would call fucking mansplaining, the man silence. I feel like his lines are the least cringiest out of the whole game. He pretty much talks in facts. He's very intellectual. He's snappy and witty. His lines are pretty cool. Every time he talks, like, he's the only one that I haven't heard him say something that just makes me cringe. But every other character in the game is just a cringe fest. A fucking cringe fest. Who can get attached to a story or lines or anything like that? And another thing, Horizon Forbidden West does something that a lot of games are starting to do nowadays, which I hope that this trend changes. They're like trying to chase that Witcher 3 RPG, you know what I'm saying, different dialogue options. But I don't think that the gaming industry realized that dialogue options are awesome when it actually changes the story or it changes the reaction that you get. Adding dialogue options for the just sake of dialogue options is a good way to get all of your work skipped, because nobody just want to sit here and ask more questions. People want to get to the action. People want to get to the next part of the game. If you're going to provide me with an option to just skip all that fucking talking, all that cringe fucking dialogue, best believe I'm going to do it, because it's just cringe the whole way through. You ask questions and they respond with a cringe answer, and then Aloy responds with a cringe fucking answer to their answer, and then you got another dialogue option, and then it's just a back and forth. That's all it is. Hades, the situation with Hades, it sometimes it even feels like when it comes to the dialogue options, they give you questions to ask and you don't even get an answer back. So what are all these dialogue options are just to hear people talk. Just to hear people talk. That's another thing that fucking annoys me. Now, if you watch my first impressions, I still feel the same way I do about the, not combat, but, I would say combat. It kind of goes into everything. Let me address it. The fucking animations in this game are not only jank, but they're long as fucking shit. They're long as shit. You have these fucking berries, you have woods, you have all these resources that you have to walk past, and you have to collect a lot of things. It's a collectathon, really. It's just resource management, a lot of resource management, a lot of combat management. You're crafting things, you're grabbing resources. You have a pouch, you have to make sure that you're upgrading your pouch and all that stuff. That's all fine. I enjoyed it in the first game. I remember grinding in the first game for the stuff, but I don't remember the animations being so long. And if so, I just feel like there have been so many games that have done this resource management thing better and less fucking annoying. The animations are really long. I would say they compete with Red Dead Redemption and how long they are. If not competing with Red Dead Redemption for how long they are, you have to do it so much that goddamn I could compare for Red Dead Redemption with how much time it takes for the animation for you to pick things up and things of that nature. I don't like the animations when it comes to you hitting things. I don't feel like they're fluid. Like, there are so many games that have fluid combat, but yet Guerrilla Games get away with making these janky ass animations where you're barely connecting. Some shit that's from 2015. Like, I haven't seen a game have such poor combat animations in a long fucking time, bro. Like, they just look janky, bro. They look fucking jank as hell. I feel like I expected for Guerrilla Games to just do more. They have a successful franchise to an extent, and I feel like they had some success. They didn't get everybody. Not everybody was excited when Horizon Zero Dawn came to PC. Not everybody bought that. Nobody really cares about Horizon that much except the Sony ponies and the people who really do like Sony video games. And I thought they were going to really step it up with this game. That's why I bought it day one. Horizon Zero Dawn, I did not buy day one. Why? Because back in those days, I kind of didn't like RPG games. I didn't like anything that tried to replicate Witcher 3 or like any type of RPG like game with dialogue options and lootathons and level gating and all that stuff. I really didn't care for it. I just like a straightforward story. You know what I'm saying? No level gating. It's just like everybody's the same. You might get a more powerful enemy that's different than the rest of them, and they just keep adding different type of enemies. But I don't really care for the level stuff, the resource grinding and all that stuff. I could do without it. But I think I played God of War, and it wasn't an RPG at all, but it had RPG elements, and I was like, you know what, Sony know what they're doing. So I ended up playing Horizon Zero Dawn, and it took me a while to get through it. I played a little bit, I left it, came back to it, played a little bit, left it, came back to it, and then eventually it hooked into me until I finished the game. But I feel like Horizon Forbidden West, I expected so much more. You know what I'm saying? I expected a better quality. When you have Insomniac making games like Spider-Man and Miles Morales with these fluid animations, just a fucking masterpiece. Last of Us Part 2 with these fucking fluid cinematic animations, fucking masterpiece. Yes, Horizon Forbidden West lives up when it comes to graphics, but when it comes to gameplay, they don't live up to anything Sony has put out. Guerrilla Games, literally, I feel like I wasted $60, man. I could have bought this on a sale. I'm pretty sure it will go on sale really fucking soon. I know it's critically acclaimed, but I would expect that this goes on sale really soon. I'm also disappointed in the reviewers that I found a bit of confidence in watching their videos and feeling like they give a good, sturdy review. Maybe it was just too many reviews this month that people didn't take the time needed to just really dig deep into these games. But Skill Up, you really disappointed me, man. Cause you hyped the fuck out of Horizon Forbidden West, and this shit is just mid. It's just fucking mid, bro. They have the audacity to charge $70 for a fucking PS5. Even though they have the $60 version where you can get an upgrade anyways, but $70 for this game, and it's just as trash as the last one. And I like Horizon Zero Dawn. I use trash very broadly. It's mid like the last one. Better statement. It's mid like the last one. It's just, I expected more. Especially with how Skill Up is fucking hyping it. Game Ranks is hyping it. Everybody's hyping this game. I'm pretty sure the same thing going for Elden Ring, bro. They just hyping everything, bro. I'm pretty sure he hyped up Dying Light 2, and there are people who are pissed off with the way that Dying Light 2 came out, and I didn't even hear him say most of that stuff, besides maybe the story was a little lacking. But people really didn't fuck with Dying Light 2 in certain ways, in certain aspects. But yet, the reviewers are saying that these games are awesome. And I feel like I was misled with this one, bro. I feel like I was misled with this one, but also it was my fault because I played the original one. I was a fan of Horizon Zero Dawn, so I just expected Forbidden West to be the same thing, but more. And it is in ways. But I felt like I expected more, as in I wanted it to sit upon the throne with the other amazing Sony games. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like Horizon Zero Dawn was as great as the other Sony games. It was good, but it wasn't as great as the other Sony games. And I feel like Horizon Forbidden West is kind of like, it does the same thing as the first one, and then it builds on some of the mechanics, but it doesn't bring itself to the same level as the other Sony games of quality, just of refinement. They don't have it. They have the graphics, but they don't have the refinement, the amazing cinematics. They don't have the great writing. They don't have any of that. And it's disappointing me. But that's all I got. I wish I had more. I feel like I have more things to say about the game, but I went on a rant because I was playing through the game. I got to that section, and I just wasn't feeling it, bro. I was like, I'm not feeling this at all. I feel like I wasted $60. I feel like I don't want to play this game anymore. I feel like I want to uninstall it. I literally want to uninstall the game. I don't even care about what happens. I found like the little secret thing, the awesome thing that was supposed to make me get hyped. It didn't. It kind of just pissed me off. I don't know. I feel duped. I feel fucking duped. I feel like I should have waited for, it to be $30 or something, like $30, $40. It's not what I was expecting. But yeah, if you've played Horizon Forbidden West, let me know what you think down in the comment section down below, whether it's positive or negative. I love, conversations on video games. These are my personal opinion, but it don't have to be yours. So I would love to hear what your personal opinion is on this video game. And yeah, leave a like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.